What would happen, folks, if eBay suddenly decided to discontinue and eliminate the option to host auctions on its platform? This would be a seismic disruption to the collectibles asset category and to the trading card market. But is this even possible, and is it even likely? And if so, why would eBay do something like this? Let's discuss right now. Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Parkside Merchant channel. Now, for today's video, I wanted to talk about a topic that's generating quite a bit of buzz right now in the eBay seller community. I'll put a link down below to the article that I found, but there does appear to be some speculation out there on the street that eBay could, at some point, try to distance itself from the auction option on its platform. In other words, it could potentially walk away from allowing auctions and just have force everybody to do buy it now or best offers for every transaction on eBay. As everybody knows, right, eBay had a pretty rough week last week. Stock tanked. They had pretty good performance actually for the first quarter, but I guess the investment community has questions around kind of their user growth as well as their growth outlook for the remainder of the year. In an increasingly competitive e-commerce environment with companies like Amazon and others that are doing a very good job in the e-commerce space. There's some speculation that maybe eBay is going to try to shake things up dramatically over the next couple of months and possibly could eliminate the auction option from its selling platform. In other words, eBay could disband or discontinue allowing auctions on its platform and go completely with buy it now or best offer transactions, where it's expected that a lot of the sales at least, maybe not the revenue, but the sales that are generated on eBay, a lot of the volume probably comes from the buy it now or the best offer categories. And they always try to funnel you into that, right? Sometimes they'll tell you you've got to enable an offer or whatever to try and get your stuff to sell faster. In any case, I personally don't think it's very likely that eBay would ever kind of walk away or get rid of its auction function. eBay has a patent on its auction formula, or the way that auctions are conducted on its platform, so it's sort of a unique proprietary feature and capability to the eBay platform. It's a big differentiator from a lot of the other options out there, and it's something that I think a lot of the folks in the seller community, especially in trading cards and collectibles and some other asset categories that are sold on eBay, a lot of folks value having that feature available. And I think there would be a lot of backlash and a lot of folks very upset if eBay suddenly decided to just out of the blue discontinue allowing auctions on its platform. Now you may ask, why would eBay ever want to discontinue having auctions on its platform? And the answer is complicated, but auctions do come with challenges, right? And they come with problems that are well known and well documented. I think on the seller side, and it affects eBay now with their managed payment infrastructure, auctions oftentimes don't get paid for. You have issues of shill bidding. You've got issues of trust that can turn people away from the platform if auctions have some of these toxic or negative behaviors that are impacting the outcomes. The other thing is that auctions can just sometimes not work out in a seller's favor, right? You put something up for auction, nobody bids on it, and then somebody snipes it at the very end, and they get a price that's not what you expected, and then the seller decides not to sell it, and it just creates like a toxic environment for buyers and sellers when people don't have an auction close at a price that they're willing to sell for or part with the item for. And so at the end of the day, what can happen from an eBay standpoint is that they might say, hey, maybe these auctions are not worth the trouble, right? Maybe they're more problematic than what they're worth. I don't think that's true. I feel like in the collector community, I don't know what folks would do without having an auction feature where you can look at previous sold listings. I mean, the SMR price guidelines for PSA rely very heavily on the most recent auction values, because that's the way to know if there's two or more people willing to pay a certain price at a given moment in time for a card. Auctions are very important especially open, free auctions. Free in the sense that there's a very minimal barrier to entry in order to host an auction on eBay. You just have to create a account, right? You have to link up your payment stuff and then you're good to go. In that regard, right, there's no like dependency on other auction houses like a PWCC or some other intermediary that does some of these independent auctions. So I'd personally be very surprised if eBay ever did try to walk away from its auction option. I do think it's possible that there could be changes on the horizon. You know, maybe eBay would break out into like eBay auctions and maybe eBay sales or eBay stores or something like that, so that it would sort of be like how PWCC has the vault where you can do a buy it now at a certain price, and then they have PWCC auctions, which is sort of like their auction platform. This could potentially be useful to them depending on how they want to organize the business or deal with certain issues that they may be encountering internally as they're trying to roll out the managed payments infrastructure, which in the old days, they used to be able to pawn off a lot of this stuff to the PayPals of the world that were responsible for all the payments and those transactions. Now that eBay has taken in all that stuff in-house, they're probably experiencing some of these pain points firsthand and may well be going back to the drawing board to reevaluate some of the key attributes of their platform. I think the bottom line here is auctions on eBay are very well known, very tried and tested, and very useful resources for people, especially in the collectibles community. eBay's been around for like over 20 years. It's been a very successful platform with the auction model. I don't think that that's going anywhere fast. I think there's always going to be an auction option and an auction component to the eBay platform. But I do think it's important, and it is kind of a sobering reminder when you look at eBay's performance and how the investor community has reacted to some of their recent statements and their earnings calls and stuff like that, compared to somebody like Amazon or Walmart or Target that have very robust e-commerce platforms that are very competitive, especially in the COVID environment. eBay is probably going to be doing some new stuff, right? They always say companies have to constantly be on their toes, right? And innovating and trying new things in order to defend market share. So I feel like from an outside-in perspective, it seems like the time is right for eBay to keep trying new stuff. It's why you're seeing the managed payments infrastructure that they're rolling out. It wouldn't shock me if eBay tries to do some other new stuff here in the next couple of quarters or couple of years as they try to be competitive with some of these very, very big and very powerful e-commerce competitors. So I think that's about it for this video, folks. Please leave a comment down below. What do you think about eBay auctions? Do you think the auction is the way of the past? Is eBay going to start moving to more buy it now and best offers? Are they going to try to monetize the auction feature separately for only certain sellers? Where do you see things going? Do you think this is a real concern? I'd be very interested to hear what folks think down below in the comments. Once again, this is the Parkside Merchants channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.